Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Yacht Crafter. My name is Julie and today is Sunday, so Sunday is Whip and Chat day. So I will be chatting with you guys about what I have been up to this week. So first of all, I will share with you what I am working on today. So I'm going to be cross stitching, and this pattern is a Carolyn Manning Designs and it's called Daisy Chain. So I'm going to be working in this square up here. I'm going to be doing this dark, well, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on today. So that square in there. So yeah, Daisy Chain by Carolyn Manning. So let's get positioned and I will get into what I have been doing this week. So yeah, you guys can see what I am doing. So Monday morning I woke up about 9 o'clock and we were going off to town, so about 10ish we ordered a taxi because, like I said, I woke up about 9 o'clock, made sure that Mark was awake, so we headed off into town. And yeah, we just needed to go to a few different supermarkets that we've got down in town. We needed to call into Sainsbury's for some nice ham that Mark likes, which is at a reasonable price. So we went and got that, and then we went to Aldi. Sort of Christmas time, we tried Aldi out and noticed a big price difference compared to the main supermarkets. So we went into Aldi, we got all our meals for the week, bread and milk and, you know, bits for meals for food for the week. And then we got a taxi home at about 11:30. So by the time we got home it was about 11:45. I was putting the shopping away, and then we had some lunch, which was toasted currant tea cakes that we'd managed to pick up. And then after dinner in the afternoon I was sorting out some washing and getting bits dried, and yeah, sorting out the washing. In between I was stitching on autumn favourites, so I was stitching on that, and then fed the pets, walked Ted, and then there was a little bit of time because we were just having a little bit of tea. We're having some chocolate crepes for our tea. So yeah, we had that with some homemade scones. Mark had made some scones, so we had a sweet tea, which was really nice. It was a nice change, just having a sweet tea. So let me just make sure I count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just make make sure I count correctly. Need to have 10 in this first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's 10. Oops, can't get the needle at the other side. There we go. So yeah, after tea, when I came up here, I was getting myself organised for the Disney dollhouse. Yeah, just making sure I have everything, my mat out, read through the instructions, made sure I had all the pieces I need, read through the instructions, and yeah, just basically working out what we were doing. So about 6:30 I went into StreamYard and just getting cameras and everything organised, and then at 7 o'clock we went live. So we did issue 45 and we were finishing off the draw. So we had 2 walls to wallpaper that we got in the previous issue, and then we're putting the 4 walls in to make the outside of the drawer onto the base that we'd made previously. So yeah, we were finishing off the outside walls of the drawer. Sorry, sip of coffee. So yeah, we were doing that, and then afterwards we had a bit of a chat, and then when I came off I was watching a bit of YouTube, and then yeah, I settled down into bed. So yeah, I was watching some YouTube. Then on to Tuesday. I had the dentist. So I got up about 8 o'clock. Every other one. So yeah, I got up about 8 o'clock, and then when I'd had my coffee and come round a little bit, I went to wake Mark up, and then about 9:30, well, about 20 past 9:30, he said, right, come on, we need to go get the bus. So went and did that, and yeah, worked our way across to the dentist, because it's about a 2-hour trip to go to our old dentist, because it's in the village of where we used to live. So yeah, went and did that, and I thought my appointment was about 12:30. It turns out I got the time wrong. My dentist appointment wasn't till the afternoon. It was about 2:30, 2:45, my dentist appointment. So yeah, I got there thinking, right, I'm early, I'll sit in the waiting room. They're like, no, you're a little bit early. I'm like, my appointment's 12:30. She's like, no, it's not till 2:30. So yeah, I decided to go down to Morrison's. Well, we decided to go down to Morrison's and have some lunch. So I think it was about 1:30 by the time we'd eaten. We tried to make us food and as coffee last as long as we could, but there's only only so far you can make things like that last. So I had a coffee and a bowl of chips, and then, yeah, like I say, about 1:30 we'd finished eating, so we had a bit of a wander around the supermarket. You know, we didn't need anything, so we didn't end up buying anything, but just to wander around and waste a bit of time. And then about 2-ish we made our way back up to the dentist, and yeah, just sat in the waiting room. It was one of the coldest days. Was Tuesday. It was in the minuses. I think it was -2, -3 in the village where I was. So yeah, it was pretty cold. So I just said, can I just come and sit inside? Well, can we just come and sit inside? But yeah, it was really, really cold. -3. So yeah, I'd say about 2:45, 2:50, something like that, I got in to see the dentist. And yeah, it was just a wax moulding for my plate that they just wanted to check that it fit correctly, and to shave anything down they needed to, because they get like a Bunsen burner thing and all these different tools, and they can adjust it with it being wax. So yeah, doing that. So let me just make sure. So 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah. I want 2 here and then 1. Going. So yeah, when I'd finished, whoops. Let go of my needle. So then, yeah, we headed back home again, and then I think we got home about 4:30, with sort of like tea time traffic, and you know, being that time of day and school run and all that. So yeah, about 4:30 I got home, and yeah, Mark said he didn't feel much like cooking, being so cold and being out all day. So we ended up getting a takeaway for tea. So then after I'd eaten my takeaway, got up here. What time would it have been? 5:30. I was just getting myself set up with something to do before I went into StreamYard. It was more than likely stitching on autumn favourites. So yeah, more often than not. So about 6:30 I went into StreamYard because I was helping Chris with her Eddie Stobart, Crafty Chris. So yeah, we did that, and it went really well. She did amazing. Yeah, she did a really good job. It was a really good issue. Sorry, it's a bit of coffee. Alright, so where am I going now? Another full line. So yeah, after the Eddie Stobart, we had a bit of a chat. Then I was stitching on autumn favourites for a little bit, and then I was watching a bit of YouTube when I came off chat. So yeah, I was doing a bit of YouTube. So then on to Wednesday. So Wednesday was a day at home. So in the morning I did my usual, have my coffee, feed the pets, wash up, and then I was stitching on autumn favourites for about an hour or so, and then I went for my bath. I wanted to get that done and out of the way before lunchtime. So had my bath, got downstairs, I was sorting out my lunch, which was a ham sandwich. We had some of the tinned ham, some peck, so had that in a sandwich for my lunch. And then in the afternoon I was stitching some more on autumn favourites. Yeah, I was going gangbusters this week on autumn favourites because I was determined to get it finished. And yeah, I can report that I have got autumn favourites finished, and if I remember I will show you guys at the end. I did show it on my floss tube, so if you've seen it on there then I do apologise, but yeah, not everybody watches everybody's videos. Some people just come to listen to what people have done for the week and watch people crafting. Others come for cross stitch and whatever, and yeah, some people just come for everything. They'll watch anything, they'll watch any of your content. So where did I get to? Lunchtime. Yeah, so in the afternoon I was carrying on with autumn favourites, and I had stitched, I think I'd started positioning where the cup was going on that top line, and yeah, that's what I've written here. So then it was pet feeding time, and then it was Mark said he needed to go to the shop, so I asked Oliver if he could go with him because then they'd be able to take Ted. Yeah, we don't like leaving him outside, tied up outside the shop. So yeah, 2 people have got to go if they take Ted onto the shop. But like I said, Mark needed to go to the shop, so just asked Oliver to go on with him so then they could take the dog and get him walked after his tea. So then for our tea we had soup. I had chicken soup. I think Mark had some vegetable soup, so just warming that through, and we had that with a couple of slices of bread. So yeah, we had that for tea, and then in the evening I was catching up with some true crime YouTube that I like to watch. I was watching a lady called Danielle Kirsty, and she does true crime and makeup. But yeah, I'm usually crafting away while I'm listening to her. So yeah, just listening to her true crime. So yeah, I was watching that and catching up with a couple of episodes before lives were was due to start, and it was Dano's universe with his Eddie Stobart. So I was watching that afterwards, and then yeah, I turned off and I was watching a bit of YouTube in bed. I was watching Lauren, Cross Stitch Bunny, and I was watching Shalene, her daily video, her planner daily video. So then on to Thursday. So Thursday again was another day at home. So in the morning I was stitching some more on autumn favourites, and then for lunch I had some scones, some of the homemade scones Mark made, and then after lunch in the afternoon I was doing, well, carrying on with some washing that needed finishing off and drying, and yeah, in between working on autumn favourites. It was actually Thursday the 19th of January when I finished autumn favourites. I think I just had some of the cup left to fill in, the green cup at the top, well, the turquoise cup at the top. So yeah, so then I washed it in some warm soapy water, got the chalk marks out, I've got some of the fabric chalk pencils that you can mark your fabric with. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I rinsed that out, and then I put it in between two towels, flat to dry on top of the dryer, on top of the tumble dryer. So I did that, and then it was pet feeding time, so I got Ted sorted and pets fed, Ted walked, and then for tea we had a family sized steak pie for tea with chips, and then in the evening was crafting quiz. So about 6:30 I got into StreamYard and I was getting myself all sorted and set up. About 6:30 went into StreamYard and just, yeah, I was getting my camera and everything sorted, and I was doing the top trumps Disney quiz cards. So yeah, I got very generously sent the Disney quiz cards. So yeah, whenever it comes to my turn for the crafting quiz, I will probably be doing those. But from the same person, I also got gifted some food quiz cards, so I could alternate between the two, the Disney cards and the food cards. And sometimes Horlicks will do his Horlicks' Fortunes, and yeah, so we tend to take it in turns of, you know, what we're doing each week. And so, but yeah, I really enjoy the craft and quiz, because sometimes we'll do an hour, sometimes we'll do an hour and a half. It just depends if there's anybody else on afterwards, or, you know, how we're all feeling, the four of us. So sometimes we just do an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. So yeah, it just differs from each show and how we're all feeling. So then after the craft and quiz was another live stream. It was Dano's Universe with the Batman tumbler. So the new Batman build, the car, the tumbler. So he went live with that after us. So then, sort of after the craft and quiz, I was watching that, and then I just headed off to bed. Sorry for all that commotion if you heard that. I think Mark's trying to head off upstairs, come upstairs, and yeah, Ted's barking for some reason because he can hear commotion, people moving, and yeah, he gets a bit giddy and people moving about. So yeah, I was watching Batman Tumblr, and then afterwards I was watching a little bit of I was watching Shalene's live floss tube. Yeah, Shalene's live floss tube. She goes live, well, UK time, it's about 10 o'clock. I think it's just before dinner time, well, evening meal, her time. But yeah, it's about 10 o'clock UK time. So then on to Friday. So Friday is bedding and bath. So yeah, bedding and bath day. So Friday morning I stitched a little bit on Midnight Magic. No, is that what it's called? Magic Night by Stitcherovia. So I stitched a little bit on that in the morning, and then for lunch I had some scones. Then in the afternoon I was changing the bedding and having my bath. So when I'd done that, Mark said, right, I'm going to get in the bath myself. Are you going to record your floss tube? So I did that. So he got in the bath, I was recording my floss tube. Was getting it edited before we both headed down to start doing tea, because we had a chicken korma. Mark had put it in the slow cooker. We just got one of those jars. So yeah, he just set it off in the slow cooker, and then he did some rice with it, and we had some wraps. So after tea, when I came up here, I then checked on the video, and it had finished editing, so I uploaded it and then released it for you guys to see on Friday. So I was sorting that, and then there was some live streams on. Horlicks was live. He was doing the camper van, the VW camper, and then he was doing some more on the wooden roller coaster. But while he was live with the wooden roller coaster, we had an Asda delivery. Yeah, it just for some reason now Asda tends to give a couple of hours delivery slot time. Normally they would give, you know, like an hour estimate, but this time it was between 2 to 3 hour time slot, so it could come any time between that time. I think it was between 8 and no, it was between 7 and 10. Yeah, so any time between 7 and 10. So yeah, I couldn't go into Zoom because, like I said, it could have been any time between 7 and 10. We could have had the food, the Asda supermarket food delivery. So yeah, I was stitching, and like I said, it could have come any time in that window, in that slot. So yeah, like I said, I didn't want to be in Zoom and then just suddenly leave and people are like, where's she gone? So, but yeah, I was watching Horlicks. Then I finished off a little bit more watching the roller coaster after the shopping had come, and then afterwards I settled down into bed. I was watching Jen's World of Stitches. She hadn't done a video in a couple of days, but she had been keeping people up to date. Apparently there was internet problems in the area. So, but yeah, she'd been putting either posts on or like community tab and stuff like that. So yeah, we knew why she hadn't been posting, but then it was nice to see her come back and do a morning video. She was doing a stitch with me, so I watched that, and then I watched Shalene's daily video. So then on to the weekend. Friday was the official start of the 24 hours of cross stitch. If I remember to get my other diary out, I will show you guys, well, my stitchy planner. I'll tell you guys how many hours I've got in for that so far. I'm nowhere near the 24 hours. I don't even think I'm anywhere near the 12 hours, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, that was Friday. So yeah, then on to Saturday. So yeah, yesterday morning, had my coffee, fed the pets, washed up, finished off some little bits in the dryer, and then for lunch our youngest made some toasty sandwiches, so ham and cheese toasty sandwiches. And then in the afternoon I was stitching a little bit on Cup of Chia. I think I did a couple of hours stitching on that before pet feeding time. And then for our tea we had a minced beef hot pot, in the hot pot with the sliced potatoes on the top. So you make it like a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie. You put your filling or whatever in the bottom, and then instead of mashed potato you put like sliced potato, and that's what we call a hot pot. So then when I came up here I went into Zoom, and I was in there for a good bit. I was in Zoom for about 5 hours stitching. So yeah, I think by the time we'd finished tea and things like that, it was about 4:45, 10:05 by the time I got myself organised and got into Zoom. I'd say it was about 5 o'clock, and then I came off at about 10, just after, maybe 10 past 10 in the evening. So yeah, I had a good 5 hours stitching. So then after that, when I settled down into bed, I was watching some YouTube. I was watching Lynn, the Lancashire Stitcher, and then I was watching a lady that's new to me, Julia B. So Julia B. in stitches. So yeah, Julia B. in stitches. So I was watching her video. I think she's only got the one video on her channel, so that's probably why she's new to me. So yeah, she's got the one video. I think it was maybe a month or two ago. She posted that first video. So then on to today. So far today, I have had a bath. I have cooked Sunday dinner. I've been sorting out a little bit of washing, and the boys have brought the washing up here, and yeah, sorted it out, and yeah, their clothes, our clothes, yeah, sorted it all out. And yeah, I was getting on with Sunday dinner. So we had chicken. We had a roast chicken joint with stuffing. We had roast potatoes, we had carrots, we had Yorkshire puddings and gravy. And for dessert we had a lemon cheesecake. So yeah, a lemon cheesecake for dessert. So I need to write that in. So I didn't know if we were having a dessert, but we did. Lemon cheesecake. I'm doing my Wip and Chat on Daisy Chain, and I have been recording for about 40 minutes, so not even an hour, but yeah, progress is progress, as they say. So I will show you autumn favourites. So I'm gonna raise the camera up a little bit. So there we go, move my stitching out of the way, and I will show you guys autumn favourites. So some bits I have changed, some bits I've taken out, but this is, lift the camera, there we go. So that is my autumn favourites. So in here is yellow stitching, and it says thankful. Let me bring it up to there. Yeah, you can see that. Thankful. It doesn't come out very good on the camera, but yeah. So when I finished it that day, I just had the filling in of the cup to do, and then like I said, I washed it, and I can't see, well, there's a little bit there. I can't see, well, yeah, faintly up there and there, a little bit there. Yeah, I can still, just very lightly, but unless you've got your face right into it, you can't really see it, because there's a little bit of blue in there just by this letter P, and then you can just see it very faintly at the top here where I've marked it. But yeah, I'd say most of it's come out. But yeah, that's my autumn favourites all done and finished. So then, like I said, I will tell you guys how far I have got with the cross stitch weekend. So Friday, oh, that's the name of the, yeah, Midnight Magic by Stitch Rovia. So I got 3 hours in on that. Then think that might have been, yeah, Friday. So then on Saturday when I was in Zoom, I was working on Haunting Night, like I said, for 5 hours. I've worked on Daisy Chain today. So Daisy Chain, and what did I say, 40 minutes. So yeah, so far 3 and 5 is, oh no, I've actually written it here. So yeah, Saturday I was working on Cup of Chia for 2 hours. So I did that in the afternoon, so after lunch. Then in Zoom I was working on Haunting Night, so that's 7 hours. Then plus the 3, so 7, 8, 9, 10. And then today 40, so 10 hours 40 minutes. So yeah, about 11 hours, and we are currently at 5 p.m. on Sunday. So excuse me, I might be able to get a little bit more stitching time in because it is only 5 p.m. on Sunday. So far I've got 10 hours 40 minutes for the 24 hours of cross stitch weekend. Some people do the full 24 hours and have no sleep, and then some people who are team sleep like me will try and aim for 24 hours of stitching over the whole weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, I'm nowhere near. So 11-ish hours I'm at currently. So but yeah, I am pleased I've managed to get a little bit more done on Daisy Chain with you guys while I natter away. So what are my plans for next week? So stitching wise, it will be Shannon Christine, which will be Cup of Chia. So I will be working on that one next week. So hopefully I will be able to get quite a bit of progress on Cup of Chia. So I'm hoping, yeah, might get some good progress on that one next week. So, but now I have worked on Daisy Chain. I have completed all of my acrostic challenge. So yeah, my acrostic stitching challenge. So I have caught up with all of those goals for the month. I've stitched on everything I planned for all the letters. I think the word was unplanned. So yeah, D for, yeah, for the last letter. Yeah, Daisy Chain for unplanned. So I think that is everything. I don't think I've got anything else to share. I think Tuesday we're going down into town. I need to call at Asda to pick up my cross stitching magazines, so the World of Cross Stitching and Cross Stitcher. So I'm hoping to pick those up on Tuesday if they've got those available. I know on social media all this week, like Darren Jones and other people have said, you know, you can find my so-and-so pattern in this magazine and that magazine, and they have been advertising that it's been available, but our supermarket, either of our supermarkets, don't tend to get them until the week after. So yeah, I'm hoping they will be on the shelves on Tuesday, so I can pick those up from Asda, and then we are going to go back round to Aldi again, and get another week's shop, because yeah, we plan meals week to week, so yeah, we go either Tuesday or the Wednesday. Yeah, we've been to Aldi now for the past couple of weeks, so that tends to work pretty good for us, and the pricing is just, yeah, it's like nothing else. It's so much cheaper shopping there. So I'm going to start waffling now, and I'm going to let you guys go. So enjoy what is left of the weekend. I hope you get lots of crafting and, yeah, stitching if you're participating in the 24 hours of cross stitch, and yeah, all your challenges and everything like that. I hope you accomplish them. So like I said, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to let you guys go. So remember guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye guys.